Okay, today I'm taking a look at the YesWelder helmet and the Lincoln Electric cheater lens. This is a 2.5 diopter, so 2.5 magnification, 2 inches by 4 1/4. Looks like it does come with an extra shield. And that's good. And the reason that's good, here's our old helmet, and this is the reason I'm getting a new one. This thing is just beat to heck. Trying to see through that thing is almost impossible, even without a darkening. So the fact that it has this protection on here is pretty darn awesome. There's probably a better way to do that. Yeah. There you go. Okay. And then this comes out, and we can change that. I like that. And this is a flexible plastic, so this will also get all tore up. But we got that extra in there. And then when we finally destroy that one as well, we can just take both of them out, go straight to the glass. There we go. It's got protection on both sides, so that way if you got somebody in here that sneezes all over the shield, you can take it out and clean it. And it just kind of clips in. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to kind of push this back in and then just put this lock back on. So this goes in the bottom and clips over top, holds everything in. It's pretty nice. And we do have the shade control on the side. You can see it's marked right here, so this is where it's at. So it's at 8. We can take that all the way up to 13. Right around, let's say 11. So it's a little on the darker side than most people like, but that's where I like it. I like to protect my eyes a little bit. I might even take it up to 12 sometimes. So here we got delay and sensitivity. So delay is not going to be how long it takes for it to go to dark, because that's going to be instant, or at least it should be instant. This is going to be how long it takes for it to go from dark to light. So if you want this thing to stay dark for up to 0.8 seconds, we can turn this thing clockwise. So that is going to increase the amount of time that's going to stay in dark when you're done welding. And that's good if you do a lot of like skipping or anything like that, where it'll stay dark. You don't have to worry about it flickering on and off and blinding you. And then the sensitivity is going to control how much light needs to hit this thing before it actually starts. So I've got it all the way down, so basically it's only going to turn on with an arc. But if I turn that all the way up, let's see if it'll darken up. Oh yeah, it darkened up just by, yeah, just with the lights it'll darken up. So I'm going to turn that down probably about to there. So I like having this at max, but if you want to have instant view of your weld right after you're done welding, you can turn this thing down. Well, that's it. Pretty cool helmet. And this, with this dial on the back on the strap, you don't have to pull or anything. You just twist it and it'll go to where you want it. These are kind of notorious for breaking if you use them real hard. So if you have a couple guys in the shop that have different size heads and they're constantly changing it, then you might want to change out this strap. But if you're just the only person using this, then this will probably be fine. Unless you really want to tighten it down every time you put it on, in which case you probably want to change out this strap. The straps on these are pretty easy to take off. You just unspin this nut. Washer. There we go. And it just comes right out. So you can replace that if you need to. Not a big dealio. Alright, but then we got this slot right here. So this is where we're going to put the cheetah lens. So these are really nice for if you're having a hard time seeing the weld, because you really want to be able to see what you're doing. And for people that are a little older and they have bad eyes and you don't want to use reading glasses inside the helmet, this is something that's always going to be there. It's going to be stationary. You don't have to worry about it moving around inside. And all this does is gives you a slight magnification. 2.5 magnification for this one. So this just slides into this little groove. There we go. Okay. It's a little stiff to get in there, but now I have permanent magnification inside. And it looks a little funky, but I mean, when you put your eyes in there, it won't look quite as funky. But you have real nice vision in there now. I was just looking at it. It would probably be easier if I just unclipped this thing, pulled that down, and then shoved it in from the bottom. So if you're doing this, do that. Just see what those shades are. I'm going to turn the sensitivity all the way up. Point this at the light. So that's all the way down. So you can still see the lights. And if I turn it, that's at about 11.5. and then all the way. So this is max. Yeah, so overall, pretty cool helmet.